Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
My task within the next 10 minutes is very simple, is to make a presentation of this book. It's a book that worth launching, but along the normal character of our paramount ruler, Papa of SK Adetona, that we are celebrating today. He wanted to be given out free of charge. So I'm just going to do the presentation. Let me start by this statement that summarizes the personality and character of KBC that we are celebrating today. It is a statement made by one of my favorite mentors, Professor H. Olusegun Thomas. He described one man in our time. A man is the product of his time and people. He has obligation to serve them by exercising his talent and utilizing his training to the full. Today, conditions in the country are such that one man may have to undertake more than one task, as long as he's able to conscientiously to give his best to all he can reasonably handle. It is not only desirable, but imperative that he feels this multiple role. KBC OBA SK Adetona fits well into this description. Not is only an Awujale, the prime ruler of Ijebu land, but also multitask in different spheres of life, in economics, in research, into governance, and also practice what he preaches. Reinventing governance in Nigeria, that sent statement. There's been good governance in this country before. In the 60s and 70s, things were flourishing. In my own profession, the health sector, then the president, the king of Saudi Arabia, used to come to University of Ibadan for treatment. But things have degenerated, not because we do not have the people, but because of the system. The question is, where did we get it wrong? In those days, in the early days of the regions, looking at the political economy of governance, derivation principles were used, whereby 50% of the resources of any nation is retained within that region. 30% of resources, revenue, were distributed among the 3-4 regions, and only 20% goes to the federal government. But this was replaced by the Petroleum Act of 1969, which changed the realities of the leadership gap, whereby all funds go centrally, and therefore things started to slide down. It's only the management of resources, which is key in good governance, that change hands and make things more difficult for our rulers today to directly apply the resources within area which they govern. So reinventing the governance in Nigeria, what OBA SK Adetona did, his own model, being part of the government before, is to create that environment in his domain that make resources available to his people, and also to attract people from outside to invest in Ijebu land. So he was able to achieve that due to 4 fundamental principles. He's a man that gives credit to meritocracy. He makes sure that whatever he's doing, whoever is representing him puts a round peg in a round hole, and also a square peg in a square hole. And this is reflected done in his reign, how he has transformed the traditional council, the Ijebu Traditional Council, to be attractive. And today within that council, we have people who are highly educated, highly resourceful, have a mindset of thinking outside the box in order to make a difference in their area of domain. KBC reflects pragmatism in all his thinking, is honest, and he paid key attention to benefit realization management by making sure of even wealth distribution, creating one of the best in the country, a poverty alleviation program of providing resources for a subject so they can thrive economically. So, what he more or less in this book is putting his experience into play by reorganizing the wider picture and opportunity of scale of demand within his terrain, adapting a new business model, which is reflected here as his own model, and prioritizing collaboration and partnership Oba Adetona embraces competition. He's a man that thinks along that there's no need to invent the wheel, but to invest in culture of training, mentoring, and living by example. Therefore, if we look at great economic countries and great nations, prosperity and abundance of nations and communities are not created by men and not spirits. Are created by men and not spirits. No matter how much you pray, no matter how much you fast, a country cannot grow without some of the deciding to do the hard work and makes nation works. That's Professor Yemi Osinbajo. We have to work hard. We have to think outside the box, even without the box, to see how we can use resources within our domain, irrespective of wherever we are, to create wealth and to share that wealth evenly and to use the wealth created in providing appropriate privilege and the opportunity, whoever may desire to walk, to follow that path. Kabesi Awujale did all this, and a lot of the examples are in this book. When you read it, we can embed it. So it's not, when you say reinventing, it's trying to skew our mindset, our thinking towards what this nation has passed through, and to remobilize and refocus all our attention, both within the government, outside the government, even in private sector, to do this. We have all it takes. We have the knowledge. We have everything. However, it takes a very determined mind, a focused mind, to be able to achieve this. So by the turn of quest to set the pace, knows no bound. As the Awujale and Paramula of Jabulan, he has transformed his domain to the administration of his subjects and envy of others. Yet, he's still not satisfied. He's not one of those people who complain about the problems of this country without providing solution. And one of such solution is this research and governance school that's one of the best in Sub-Sahara, which endowed a professoriate chair with 1 billion naira. Not stopping that, he pursued the establishment of OBA SIKIRU ADETONA Institute for Governance, running into several billions of naira, with magnificent buildings and state-of-the-art facility for optimal learning. The mandate of the school is to promote good governance and training, research, and advocacy. The book, Reinventing Governance in Nigeria, is one of the mandates of the professoriate chair to continuously to stimulate and exercise research on good governance with the view of providing solutions to the governance issue at the local and global level. OBA SIKIRU ADETONA stand for good governance, but what Nigeria needs at this moment, the contents are robust and deep and inspiring, but we need to read it and digest it. We believe that the book will go a long way in providing solutions to the intractable governance challenges and issues that have held the country down for so many years. We are persuaded that this book will be of help to all who believe in Nigerian projects and looking forward to its restoration.
To the glory of God, the OBA Dr. SIKIRU Adetona School of Governance Studies Complex was commissioned this Friday, 10th May 2024, by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, DCFR, President Federal Republic of Nigeria. Dr. Ashiru OOM Professor Ayodiki Oje Akola, to the glory of God and for service to humanity, on behalf of Mr. President, my singular honor and privilege of this. Thank you. SIKIRU ADETONA Governance Complex. OLUSEGUN is hereby commissioned to the glory of God and for the service to humanity. On behalf of President Bola Ahmed, thank you.
Please move. Excuse us.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe hete.
Face TV was Swoby.